Sorry for the surprise stream. Well, sorry, not sorry.
I was gonna say.
Unfortunately, Baron is still feeling a little under the weather, so our typical Thursday, holy night of Thursday anime at their household has been cancelled for the evening. So, in lieu of something else to do, Brian and I are gonna finish up Eden and possibly go on to Sorrows of Werlyt. We'll have to see what the time holds.
After I finish up my cooking.
We're also predicting a very long finish up for Eden, because that was kind of a major quest
Oh, they did
point.
never do that.
We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, Rylea is currently working on their cooking quest, and I'm just kind of slow boating it to them because I know they need a little time to finish.
Except you went to the place I was, not the place I am, because of course I need to turn in.
Oh, bloody blip blip blip! You went to Limsa, didn't you?
Yes. You know who I'm cooking all this for.
Here. We're gonna flip to your monitor.
Oh dear.
There.
The chef is going to be televised?
The chef will be televised. Hold on. Give me a second. I have to move Obs over. Let's see if Obs will be playing nice tonight.
It is a jealous Obs.
Oh, there you are, Rylea. You were gone for so long, I was beginning to worry. Tell me, were you about to find a soup to please Captain Rosewind?
Some beet soup, sliced magma beets, and lean logan meat, slow cooked with vegetables and served with a dollop of rich sour cream. A dish popular throughout Ishgard, though families in the Broom often use the meat of animals easier to find in the district's dark back alleys. I didn't know about that. With a side of grilled sweet fish. A simple dish created by piercing a lightly salted fresh sweet fish with a sharpened stick and slowly roasting it over an open flame. And of course, a Kaiser roll. Round Ishgardian bread first made by Hellenic monastics who, when brewing ale, would add barm and leftover malt to their daily loaves.
Thank you so much. This is the dish I'll sure... So, this is the dish that's sure to lure Captain Calvarian over with? Really?
Yeah, really, just... How did she know about this?
I knew about her plan. It's hard not to hear the captain in passionate rants when you're standing right outside the door. I won't mention this to her, though. To think that she'll still at it, going after Cavalion, that is. When will she own up to her own feelings? Stubborn as she is, probably never. At any rate, we shouldn't keep her waiting. Let's have a sample of your handiwork, shall we?
Yeah, it won't stay warm long in this weather.
This soup's so bleeding amazing, it tastes like home. Even though I've never tasted it until now. How the hell you make it?
With a little salt from Thayrin.
There, Thayrin salt for you. Let me get this straight. The secret ingredient's love? Sorta makes sense the way you puts it. Mokoko! Go and let let Hazmazitia know that I want him to make this soup. Aye aye, Captain. When will that girl grow up to her own feelings? She might be mooning for has messy Tia, yet she's trying to bring him down.
No, I shouldn't be that surprised. I figured this out 3 levels ago.
Yeah. I know about her plan. I mean, how could I not when she rants about it? I'm right outside the door with a voice that wake the dead.
Yeah. No secrets in this restaurant.
Me, I don't give 2 shites about the contest, but I can't help but worry for McKelko. Seems to me she ain't through things yet, though. Ah, I hate her accent. And the type is really tiny on the screen. Holding on the next quest?
Yeah. If I go through the entire chain, we'll be here for way too long.
Yeah.
With any luck, I'll steal some time tomorrow morning for it. That's not good.
Okay.
That's
off to Limsa. Get a new cooking pan?
Yep. And that one will go in the armoire. Once I repair it. Actually, for those, do you need to have things that go into the armoire fully repaired? I think not, actually.
Yes, you do.
Okay. And I will need... both of those. Oops.
Has someone been ignoring their melds?
I was in a hurry this morning.
Aw. So I learned something new today, which is ugly and we'll never get it. The entire crafting set is technically available with a native 5 penta slots.
What?
Called an ornate set. The only way to get it is by getting a 3 lines in Wondrous Tales the first week the patch content drops.
Yeah, that'll never happen. I can't get 3 lines at any time, much less in a specific time window.
Yeah. That's a totally not gonna happen. But 5 native meld slots. Dang.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Crafting area where there's bells, so I can work out my inventory.
Inventory? What's that thing?
It's what you don't have right after cooking.
This is true. Cooking like wants one of everything.
Yeah, this is the recipe for one of the 3 things I had to make for that quest.
Yeah.
It wasn't pretty.
And the quest wants you to turn in like full meal dishes with drink, appetizers, and everything.
3 different items. First, they want 1 of each when you make them 3 at a time. Thanks. Love you too. Now, 4s. 4s is as good as it gets.
Sorry. I assume you don't need anything else?
Nope.
Or you got all?
This is just all maintenance at this point.
Well, while you do maintenance real quick, sorry guys, I'm going to refill some water. or something like that.
I can ask a lot more for high quality, especially since there are people out there who don't cook their own food and just buy it off the auction house and then turn it in. Good news is the spares you can make some money on.
Okay, I am back. You're cooking to meld your equipment.
Yes. What was really fun was cooking all those airship parts for the Ixal.
It wasn't too long ago that cooking actually could not meld.
Really? Well,
Yep.
Well, of course, I'm not really cooking to meld.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm in the cooking thing, so they use the cooking animation and sound effects, but of course what allows me to meld is the profession that makes the actual items, which in this case is armor smithing and blacksmithing.
Yeah. For a while, or for a long while until about maybe patch 5.2, if you only had cooking, you could not meld at all.
Yeah, which would make sense.
They now count it as armor smithing.
Okay then.
That is a very big Moogle behind me.
Yes. And now...
For the armoire?
Yeah.
I'm just following you.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go back into the dungeons and give the new explore mode a try. Be very helpful reading those letters in the twinning, that's for sure. Ah, you scraped me.
I scraped myself first, so there you go.
Yes, you did.
I'm still kind of embarrassed about the time in South Shroud where I wedged myself next to the stairs in one part and had about 3 misses of trying to get up them before I realized, oh yeah, the mounts fly here now.
Yes, yes. I'm still catch myself just riding through everything going, but I can't fly here. Yes, you can.
That one kind of broke me of it. Okay. I'm ready-ish.
Okay. So we need to head to Mordsuk.
You arrange the transportation and I will get myself some water.
One port to Mordsuk. Actually, I guess Journey's head would be a better one, but 6 of another.
Too late, we're going. You know if the front door got locked up properly?
No, I do not.
Okay, I'll go check that.
So now we just wait for Rylea to get back in their desk, and we're off to deal with the last bit of Eden. Knock on wood. But yeah, this kind of confirmed my thing that we don't. There's been this theory that a lot of people have had that always didn't quite ring true to me with how this world is constructed, and that if we kill an Ascian, their soul is effectively rendered extinct. It no longer exists. My theory was that it puts their souls into the same state as everyone else's, where they can return to the ethereal sea, and then the soul continues to be reborn. This confirmed my end of it, instead of the fact that Ascian souls are just outright destroyed. Which is what several people were claiming, and it's like, no, that doesn't fit with how the world functions. Considering that technically everyone has a bit of Ascian soul to them. Theoretically.
Well, ancient at any rate.
Yeah, ancient. What would since go on to become an Ascian?
Well, the Ascians are the ones in the organization, and they're recruiting particular people / souls who are basically all part of the convocation of the 14. So if the Ancient wasn't part of that, they're not an Ascian.
Right.
Except for on the few occasions when they suddenly pop up with lots and lots and lots of minions for no reason. Which quest was that one? Because that was kind of a little sudden, and it's like the only time they've really gone that route.
No, they've had Ascian minions before who weren't part of the convocation.
On occasion, but they tend to be rare, and even when that happens, there's not a lot of them. There is one particular class quest where, you're going through like a few dozen, which was very out of character.
Actually thinking on it, for the most part, all the secondary Ascians we've seen who aren't part of the convocation have all been followers of Elidibus. Think about that.
Maybe.
You had
the one thing I'm thinking of, I think it might have actually spanned a couple.
Which means that they were probably tempered.
Or something.
Yeah, this is looking so much better.
Yes?
Gaia? I'm thrilled that we've been able to restore the empty, but I can't stop thinking about Mitron and Longgriff. It seems to me that they were only bound to their duty because of their memories. It seems that there's something within that doesn't want to be forgotten. Their souls live on, no matter how many times they go through the cycle of death and rebirth. I wonder what their lives would have been like if they'd never remembered and had carried on living amongst us mortals. Then again, I suppose I am Longgriff, in a way, but still me. Reem?
Where I belong. By the look on her face, Thayrin can scarce believe that the empty is restored.
I still can't believe this is happening. It's a dream come true. I just wish the others were here to see it.
I'll be sure to tell them all about it.
Yeah.
We've had one case of irresponsible soul transference this patch. That's enough.
Have you no common decency? Nope. Yes, I suppose that's the next best thing. Hold on, I might even be able to take something... you might even be able to take something with you to show them. I'd bet be the fruit that grows here that could be used to make all sorts of delicious treats.
Yeah, but I'm not enough of a culinarian for that yet.
You could make something yourself, Rain.
No, I know she does not have culinarian.
That's a great idea, but my cooking could be a hit or miss. Maybe once we get back to the Crystarium, I'll ask for some advice. Actually, I wanted to ask you something. When you say the others, do you mean Thayrin, the book, and that bookworm, Uriange, your knight in shining armor? No, it's the other way around. Oh, it is? Seems my memories are a little less reliable than it was before. The main thing is, the whispering in my head has stopped. So I shouldn't have any more bouts of amnesia. Even so, there's a part of me that'll miss hearing that fairy's voice. I know how you feel, Gaia. Anyway, we've all been through a lot, so why don't we head back to civilization for some much-needed rest? Alright, leave the piloting to me.
You do remember how to pilot the thing. And we've been punted out of,
Though we still have access, because we still have the Sky Slipper.
Yes, we can go back and explore it. But we did get punted.
Reen? I know she insisted on piloting the Sky Slipper, but given her recent exertions, perhaps it wasn't such a good idea? I understand that keeping the Sky Slipper here allows us to save fuel from traveling all the way back to Mordsuk, but we can't just carry it a bit extra? It's not easy crossing the desert in these heels, you know.
I can imagine.
I seem to remember you weren't too enthused when I suggested buying some nice sensible walking boots. Come to think of it, maybe we should rest here a while. You must be tired after all that piloting. I'm fine. Besides, I have you two to keep me company. It was over before I knew it. Taking in all the scenery with the wild wind in my hair really helped clear out the cobwebs too. Perhaps I should see about getting my very own Sky Slipper. What? You can't just buy one. Even if you could, it'd cost a fortune. Oh, I'm sorry. That must be my Yomoran upbringing speaking. I'll have you know, I am almost as comfortable in more humble surroundings, like Mordsuk for example. That reminds me, it's time we made our way there and told Yalfort all about it. Well, everything. And
Sky
just
Slipper.
out of
Air raft by a different name.
Yes. I want to check something.
See if we can see over the crystal wall.
No, still looks pretty barren out there.
Yeah. Shame on them.
Wow. Okay, there's our invisible wall. Well, it was just that one spot we were working on that was a convergence of ley lines in hopes that it'll spread from there. It's effectively a seed.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be more directly affecting the other nodes as well.
We just might not be able to get a good look at any of the other nodes from that point.
Or even the one we went to. Wow.
Still, I feel much better about leaving the first behind, knowing that that is
Recovering.
at a point where we kind of let nature take its course.
Mm-hmm.
Reen? After all the unimaginable things we've seen in the empty, it's nice to get back to normalcy for a change. Gaia? I'll say one thing for this place. Better or worse, I'll never forget the smell. Yeah, I bet it has a uniqueness.
Yeah.
Y'all for it?
Welcome back. I take it all is well in the empty. It is now.
It is now. Not everything went quite as we planned, to put it mildly, but we did manage to revive the ambient aether. Now all we need to do is wait for the changes to become widespread.
Truly. Wonderful. Just wonderful. I shall share the tidings with our inner circle, and perhaps it is time more people knew of your expeditions as well. Of course, we'll continue to monitor the situation, but I'm sure it won't be long before we can allow members of the citizenry to make their own forays into the empty. I am pleased to say that I too have some good news to share. Our investigations in Yulmore have finally found information pertaining to Gaia's true identity.
Really?
As it pertains to matters of a private nature, the information is being treated as highly confidential, so I haven't actually looked at it myself, but I imagine it includes Gaia's real name.
To be honest, I'd prefer not to know. But why? You see, I've come to learn a lot about my past, even before my life in Yulmore. I know now that I'm a reincarnation of Lungriff, the Ascian, and Mitron, the one who was transformed into Eden, was someone very special to me. For 100 years, Mitron called out to me in hopes that we'd be reunited, but there was no answer. Even so, Mitron held on to those precious memories for our lives together, and stopped at nothing to make them a reality once more. I know now that Mitron wanted the same as us, wanted the world to be as it once was. Yes, it's a shame things didn't turn out the way they... It's a shame things turned out the way they did. In those 100 years of solitude, that dream became an obsession. I would have likewise succumbed to the darkness within if it weren't for Reen and Thayrin. If someone had been there for Mitron, who knows what might have happened. That's why, from now on, I want to help those in need and give their dreams a chance to come true. For me, the name Gaia symbolizes hope. and through each of our lives may be but a drop in the great river of time. Hope springs eternal. Gaia. So, I'm sorry. While I appreciate the effort to find my past, I'm looking for the future now, as Gaia.
No need to apologize, Miss Gaia. As long as you are happy, then so are we. Right. I expect my colleagues will be keen to turn their attention to the empty. If you'll excuse me, I have an expedition to arrange. Till next time.
So, what shall we do now? Come on, Reen. Don't tell me you've forgotten. The festival in the Crystarium, remember? And don't think about leaving me out. I wouldn't miss it for the world. More sevens.
Yeah. More unworthy materia.
Luri, I fear where this is going.
Greetings, Rylea, Thayrin. How might I be of service?
Talk about the final report.
The final report. As a matter of fact, I'm rather curious to read it myself. And while I have yet to actually receive it, I was pleased to hear that your latest venture has met with success. Be that as it may, the readings did give me cause for concern. That was no ordinary ethereal disturbance, and I'm certain that all will be adequately explained by the report. Unfortunately, Miss Reen tells me there may be a slight delay. She will inform me once it is finished and they are ready to make the journey back here to Mortsuk. I shall contact you via link pearl as soon as I hear from her. Some days later.
I thought we were going to the Crystarium! Here's the report, written by yours truly. I think you'll find it quite a riveting read, if I do so myself.
Oh, you've taken over from Miss Reen on this occasion.
Well, I've recently become interested in writing, and it seemed a good opportunity to practice. I thought giving an objective account of events would be straightforward, but it's surprisingly difficult. Reading it back, most of it sounds like gibberish. There are also a few creative liberties in the part that you couldn't quite remember.
Oh no. In any case, I expect it will prove most valuable, providing I am able to discern fact from the, embellishments.
With that taken care of, let's treat ourselves to some more snacks.
That's
God.
not.
Really? Embellishments? I wonder.
I'm gonna have a headache, aren't I?
Oh, you're not still worried about that, are you? It was just filing in the blanks, that's all. Here, take a look at this.
Here.
Oh gosh, it's another one. I found this after I recovered from the last battle. It's another one of those crystals. The ones that contain Eden's memories?
As you focus on the crystal, visions of vanquished adversaries sear your mind's eye, appearing to be far more puissant than your recollections. Yep, headache.
Yes, I saw the images too. I'm glad those foes you actually fought weren't quite so ferocious. Nevertheless, now that we know that what Eden truly is, we owe it to Mitron to keep those memories alive, altered though they may be. Gaia, are you sure about this? For all that rage and malice, there was some good in there. And these memories were of you, Thayrin, and Rylea, so I want you to have the crystal. Think of it as a parting gift from Mitron.
He shouldn't have. No, really, he shouldn't have.
Anyway, what was it you were saying about snacks, Reen? Maybe once we're done, I can take you for a ride. I've got transportation of my own now, see?
Uh-oh.
What? Whenever did you? Oh, never mind. I'm sure I'd love going for a ride. And why don't we ask Thayrin and Rylea and Lyri to come along too? I'm afraid there's only room for two. Maybe some other time.
Yep, she's smart. You two lovebirds go off on your own. And there they go. Whatever Miss Gaia beheld in this crystal seems to have quite resonated with her. Feel like I will keep it here on your behalf. Whenever you wish to gaze into its depths again, you need only say the word. I'll leave that to action.
Yeah, that's an action thing. Yep. Savage unlocked. Gosh, help us all.
Just back slowly away and pretend the crystal doesn't exist.
I like that idea. Oh, that was a fast log out.
Sure was.
We speak of action, he immediately says, night night, and then logs out. And I'm like, oh, night action! We were supposed to return to the Crystarium, right?
Or
did we finish?
We finished.
Woohoo!
So it's all Werlyt now.
Okay then.
Where does that pick up?
Werlyt, I believe, picks up. Let's check Porta Praetora. I thought we had one more thing of meeting up with them at the.
Nope. We finished off the quest when we got the useless melds. And then we had one more thing, which was just unlocking the Savage.
Okay, maybe they'll have a final tag thing later on with the festival.
I kind of hope so.
I see a blue bang! Okay, Mr. Resistance Officer.
Blood of Emerald. Sid's investigation in Turncliffe has led to startling revelations. It's good to see you, Rylea, Thayrin. I am pleased to report that Master Garland and the others uncovered a fair bit of useful information at the Imperial facility in Turncliffe. In fact, he'd like you to rendezvous with Gaius in the town square, where he'll reveal what they've found. Once you're ready to depart, your escort will lead the way.
Okay. Escort's way over here for once.
All set for the journey ahead?
So's we're gonna be.
I'm more than set to listen to the Turncliffe theme again.
Okay, looks like we're on separate instances.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Severa. It seems that Sid is not in the habit of saying the same thing twice, which must be why he has been waiting for you to arrive before revealing the results of his investigation. Valdulin?
Though the Imperials may be gone, the scars they have left on this once peaceful town will doubtless take many years to heal.
Gaius.
Now that you're here, perhaps Sid will finally deign to dispense his findings. Severa, inform him of Rylea and Thayrin's arrival. Thanks for coming. So, what have you discovered? To tell the truth, we are lucky to obtain any information at all, considering the lengths to which the Imperials went in covering their tracks. You see, the hangar below was not just used to store the weapons, but played a critical role in their creation. We now know the code names given to 3 of the weapons: Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
Obviously, we are all familiar with the first 2, but the third is something of an unknown quantity.
At the very least, this confirms the existence of another of those abominations.
At the very least.
Yeah, I want a third option. The problem lies in ascertaining its whereabouts. None of the locals have seen anything resembling a weapon being transported either by land or air. Which of course leaves only one option: the sea. According to what fragmented data we were able to recover, the Emerald weapon is equipped with aquatic capabilities much like the Sapphire, meaning that its escape from Turncliffe would have gone undetected and could potentially be anywhere by now. But if Alphonse plans to have it absorb more primals... The logical choice would be Eorzea.
Traveling by sea would allow him to circumvent the front line at Gimlet entirely. The Alliance must be eluded at once.
Hold your chocobo, Severa. It seems that the Emerald weapon was still incomplete when the 7th Legion withdrew from Turncliffe. It's far more likely that it was transported to another facility in order to add the finishing touches. If your supposition is correct, that would narrow our search to but 2 possible locations. Castrum Murenium in the Rotano Sea, and Castrum Occidens in eastern La Noscea. Both of which are known to harbor remnants of the 14th Legion, your former subordinates, Gaius. Be that as it may, our objective is unchanged, Magdalene. You and Severa will make your way to Castrum Occidens, while Rylea and I head for Castrum Marianum. Well, we know which one it'll be at now.
Mm-hmm. Should we locate the Emerald weapon, we will give you the signal to dispatch the G Warrior and eliminate it before it can be activated.
Sorry to disappoint you, but we're still repairing the damage it sustained during the encounter with the Sapphire weapon. While Allagan machinery has its uses, it's a bugger to find replacement parts in a pinch. We've actually been working to expand its already impressive...
I'm sorry! I just looked so disappointed there! Oh, that was beautiful! Okay, continue. Thayrin is disappointed.
Apparently.
He wanted to fly the giant robot again.
I'm just glad not to. They've given me more than long enough to forget all the controls all over again. Thanks, guys. We've actually been working to expand its already impressive arsenal, but the G-Warrior itself is in no fit state for combat. While I'm aware this is far from adequate replacement, I can provide an ironwork submersible to help Rylea and Gaius reach Castrum Marianum. I'll have one sent ahead to Vesper Bay. A submersible, eh? I don't much like the sound of that. Perhaps Severa and I should count ourselves fortunate that our destination can be approached by land. I pray you have a safe journey. Watch yourself out there, Rylea, Thayrin. It is time we departed. Let us make our way to Vesper Bay.
That was just a beautiful hunch. I'm sorry. And so in keeping with him. Just. Oh, wow. They just took us straight to Vesper Bay. How nice of them.
I wanted another round of And Love You Shall Find.
Gaius?
In the event that my attempt to bypass the Castrum security fails, this submersible of Sid's had best be able to withstand Imperial weaponry long enough for us to escape.
I think it will be fine.
As per Master Garland's instructions, the submersible is ready when you are. But before you depart, I've received some scraps of intelligence regarding your opponent from my colleagues in Turncliffe. Apparently, it uses some sort of levitating hand-like appendages, 6 of them, in fact, though we're not quite sure what purpose they serve. It sounds like having eyes in the back of your head might come in handy, but that's all we know, I'm afraid. You have our thanks. After all, forewarned is forearmed. If the Emerald weapon has indeed been transported to this castrum, it would need to enter via the dry dock. We shall do likewise. As one might expect, there are measures in place to keep out intruders, but the security systems can be tricked into recognizing us as an Imperial vessel. That said, infiltrating the facility is merely the first step. Should the Emerald weapon be activated, it is only a matter of time before the pilot uses Oversoul. We must silence the War Machina before this happens, and failing that, grant the poor soul at its helm the mercy of a swift death. Had these wounds healed more quickly, I could have gone with you, but I fear I would only slow you down. As such, I shall provide what support I can from afar. Whatever happens, the Emerald weapon must be defeated at all costs. Castrum Marianum.
Oh dear. We're just going straight in to the...
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh. Double checking this. Yeah, it's dumping us straight in.
Yes,
Thayrin,
yes, it is.
would you like an invite?
Yes, please.
Ah, looks like you're in a party? Oh no, that's me. Durr. Everyone in the class they want to be in?
Now I am.
Survey says 8 minutes. Dun dun dun.
Not too bad.
Checking with guys real quick.
Though I would prefer that we avoid engaging my former wards in combat, we cannot allow my sentiments to prevent us from doing what must be done.
Ironworks pilot?
I'm sorry we weren't able to provide any further details on the target. We can only guess what other tricks it might have in store for you. Be careful out there.
I'm kind of surprised. They didn't have much lead up to this one.
No, they didn't.
Now, what to do for the next 8 minutes? Oh, sorry, 11 minutes. Boo. Boo!
Well, 10 minutes at this point. I mean, average wait time 11, we're already 1 minute into that, so there you go. 1 down, 10 to go. Woohoo!
There.
Keep the harsh rays of the moon off of you?
Something like that. I have delicate skin. As we stare at the entrance, hoping it'll pop soon.
Open, 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 open.
Actually, I'm gonna check on the waking sands because we're here. Why not? I mean, generally not much has probably changed in there, but you never know.
And because we only got a little bit of it, and we didn't stream, doing the Sapphire weapon at all.
No, you guys did.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Okay, I didn't think we were streaming stuff for that much stuff for the previous patch.
Yeah, we did. You were having all sorts of problems and...
Oh yeah, I didn't think I was having all sorts of problems on the air.
Yes, you were.
Don't feel bad. I had horrible luck.
Yeah. If I remember right, it took me like 3 tries. The 3rd time I did it fairly easily because it was on easy mode. Just as I was finally, which I'd accidentally gone into, I actually hadn't meant to do that.
Yeah, don't feel bad. I had to go to very easy.
Direct X11.
Uh-oh, you bombed?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I could have done it on regular, because I was finally starting to get control of things, but you know, they defaulted.
Registration has withdrawn because it just kicked you offline.
Yep. Oh, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Just you.
Oh. Yeah, it suddenly came up with a DirectX 11 error box and booted me out.
Boo!
But, as I was kind of starting to say, though, of course, we went all around Turncliffe, which is a really neat little area, and I hope we get to see more of basically, you know, the countryside around it come, say, the expansion. The theme for the place is really nice. They have a couple of little mini albums now for things that aren't going to make it into any of the main albums. And that's in the second one that they did recently. In fact, the second one overall is like 4 tracks, and they're all pretty darn good tracks. I was really happy with that album. Okay, I am back.
Okay, I will re-QS. One of your party members does not meet the requirements of this duty.
What's the minimum?
Thayrin, did you switch classes?
I'm back to where I need to be.
Okay.
Okay, try it now. There we go.
Up to 14 minutes. Yay!
Added something minor.
That
Yeah, that would cause trouble.
I keep staring at the greatest story never told and just
Yeah. We're gonna have to get back on that in our copious free time.
Oh, I know what we can do in the meantime. Follow me. Oh, sorry. I thought I was on Urza.
No, you weren't.
There, I'm on Urza now. My bad.
I don't know, I thought the boulder was kind of appropriate for this place.
Yeah, Riff just wanted some time. He doesn't get to be out and get ridden that much anymore. He's all disappointed. He's all dolled up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want you to kind of take a look at this place. I assume this is some sort of ruin temple.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at the design on the outside.
Yeah?
Is that not the symbol of Azima?
It might be.
I think it is. I think this is a temple to Azima. Or was.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Ah, there it is.
Oh! Right, that's right, you've been saying that there's a,
The question is how to get to here.
Yeah, or at least how to land on it, yes.
It's not letting me land, which means we need... This is a jump puzzle of some sort.
Maybe.
Okay, we can land here.
Yeah. Dang it.
Oh, that's tight.
Nope.
Yeah, I have to go all the way to the top. Use that little space outcrop to
Yeah, I know.
walk down, don't jump.
Yes. That's what I tried doing.
I know, easier said than done.
Now, how'd you get from here to there?
I kind of slowly walked off the edge.
No.
That is the best mount ever.
Well, maybe second best at this point. Gotta be. Dang it, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, this one's evil. I mean, there is a tilt to the building, so it is doable, but...
And I can't perceive the tilt well enough to know which way I want to go to do things.
There you go.
Oh, that worked. Log entry 62. And this would be Heavensward?
Yeah, where's that under? That's under...
Sightseeing. Probably about... Okay. Page 4, last entry. The Cathedral. A cathedral designed in a distinct Mericidian style. The architecture suggests a place of worship by a tribe of tree-like beings who believe themselves remnants of Sephiroth. To research the link between faith and primal summoning, the Allagans moved the ancient structure to Azizla from its original location on the southern continent.
Interesting. Then why does it have the symbol of Azim going around the outside? Oh, hello!
There we go. Time to go in blind.
I
Fun,
was
fun,
thinking
fun.
they'd do this to us when I was in the middle of actually getting there. But it was polite and waited. Well, we're not going to be the only new people. Okay. This is it. The Emerald Weapon. I've been expecting you, hero of Werlyt. Look, Father, this is the power that we command.
Tacos intensify!
Tacos.
Oh man, we're gonna be an entire group of new people.
So big.
Yeah, I think most of us are new.
Maybe all of us. There's no need for us to fight. Let us help you. I'm sorry, Father. We've come too far to back down now.
This is a rotator.
Beam. Yep. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Damn, I can't steer! Damn it!
Shit. Completely lost control.
Yeah, I was fast enough.
We've got a bomb in the back.
That looks like 3. I'm going to wait for that to go off.
And it moved. Dang nabbit. Dead.
Somehow I lived through that. Oh no.
You won't be on the other side. There's going to be a push.
Push what? I didn't see anything.
Because it was on the complete opposite side from where you were standing. And we have spin cycle again.
Oh, that's bad.
Inside. Follow the marked person.
Apparently.
Stay away from the tank.
And down.
That's a tiny hole.
Watch for hands on the sides.
So now what? Ah, okay, that would make sense. Bounce.
Could not get there fast enough.
Yeah. Tiny. Okay. The reason they move is 2 of them are tethered with basically same polarity. If they ever do that on opposites, it's going to be a problem.
I hope that's fast enough.
the bounce. Dang, and I was just reaching. Get that. Fast. Yeah.
I'm
so they
probably
will get further
gonna.
away. No? Yeah.
No way that that's this easy.
Yeah, I've been looking at that health bar suspiciously too.
Yeah, considering Ruby Weapon had 2 phases.
We shall see.
And so... Oh no. No, I'm gonna get this. Here I am.
I didn't drop a full this time.
Oh boy.
Phase 2.
Yeah.
No matter what, I can't
Stack
afford to
in,
lose.
stack in. Ooh, separated into 2 groups.
Not even you can beat the Empire's finest, activating Oversoul. Battlestar combat data ready. Initiating organic core override.
Really?
Ali, Alphonse, this is goodbye. Rex, what have you done? What is the meaning of this? Wait, that glow. Bear witness to the glory of the Empire. Yo! Boy. Is he imitating Ravana? This is Werlyt at the time of the invasion. Something.
We got teleported.
This is different. Whoa! Yeah!
At least I have my mana back.
Good.
Yeah, that was good.
Do we want to stack this or not?
I have no idea.
No, probably not. Ouch. Also want to get a lot further over, but I was so busy.
Yeah, you have to be
Trying to
like
not to stack the
right at
line.
the edge.
Good, I'm actually in range. Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Damn it. Damn it. I got hit.
This one's just a mess.
Synthetic oversight system is manifested in image of the black wolf, right?
Boy, boy. Oh boy. Find your hole.
I saw something. And something just killed me.
trying to get people up as fast as I can.
Appreciated. Optimized Ultima. That's something I haven't wanted to see often. Oh, I don't like this.
Not again. Damn it. Still wasn't able to get off.
Sorry, healers!
Once again, accommodations go to the healers.
Ow! I have been pushed out of the arena!
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, a healer's actually getting me.
Oh, what? What hit me? So, think there's a third phase?
I hope not.
Oh dear.
Yeah, stand on me.
Oh, holy crap, I survived.
Did not make that one. Two phases.
Sheesh. Hey, Octi.
Yeah, Tropica's getting my commendation.
Yeah, definitely. Oops, probably put that in Alliance. Or,
And they just left.
right. Crap. Time to mute.
Good job, everyone. I actually got a calm! How'd that happen?
Deserved it. You were a red mage spatulaing up the entire party, that's how.
I tried. Gaius?
And so it ends. Why would Rex throw away his life for this? You're right. If I am ever to learn the truth, I must concentrate on the task at hand. Of course, we do not need to wait for Sid's analysis to tell us whose combat data was used on this occasion. It galls me to think that my techniques and strategies could be so closely replicated. Nevertheless, the observations I made during the battle may yet prove useful. As a matter of fact, that was not the only information I was able to gather. I intercepted a signal that revealed the troops stationed here were permitted to withdraw, seemingly in return for assisting the 7th Legion. They must have known that the Alliance would follow the Emerald weapon here sooner or later, and made good their escape. meaning the way is now clear for Sid to inspect the War Machina's remains. Really? Well, congrats. We got here as soon as we could. Not that we could have done anything to prevent this tragedy. From what we know, it seems that the Emerald Weapon was an elm for an elm, great deal more powerful than the previous two. If this is allowed to continue, who knows what sort of monstrosity the 7th Legion will conceive next. Nevertheless, Rylea and Thayrin have once again proven themselves capable of overcoming the worst the Empire has at its disposal. You may be relieved to hear that Castrum Oxidens was free of anything resembling a weapon. Unfortunately, it was also devoid of any useful leads, and we came away empty-handed. In all honesty, part of me wishes we had never found the Emerald Weapon. Perhaps then, Rex would not have been forced to make the ultimate sacrifice. I only hope that he is finally at peace. We will do what we can to spare others from sharing his fate. I and the Ironworks will search this place from top to bottom for clues as to the 7th Legion's plans.
Before that, allow me to sweep the area for booby traps and the like. I would not put it past the Imperials to have left a few surprises for us.
Agreed. I'll go with you. With that in mind, I'll begin my examination of the Emerald Weapon. Carefully, that is.
Oh no, another headache.
Yep. Not quite as bad as Baron's.
Alphonse, you knew all this time, didn't you? Melisandre and Recon do. Everyone except me. And you, Rex?
Yes, that's what the synthetic Arsite system is. The fusion between pilot and core is the key to Oversoul. And unless we use it, we don't have a chance of beating Father's newfound friends. They stand between us and the primals, without which the weapons will never reach their full potential. We thought that if you knew the truth about Oversoul, you'd try to stop us.
Of course I would. But what I don't understand is why all of you are so willing to give your lives up for the weapon project. What's it all for?
All began the day Father left. Without his guidance, his protection, the Gurlians lost any respect they once had for us. But their cruelty pales in comparison to Valen's. To him, conscripts like us are expendable commodities, an endless supply of test subjects for his twisted experiments. But no matter what they do to us, we will never lose hope. If it is the duty of the strong to lead the weak, we will become strong and protect those who cannot protect themselves. The weapon project will give us the strength we need. We will create a world where people like us can live without fear of persecution. We want you to see this new world for yourself, Allie, even if we must give our lives to make it a reality.
But why me?
The years spent serving the Empire have changed us all, except you, Allie. Even after everything you've seen, you're still the caring, innocent girl we grew up with. More than any of us, you deserve a chance at happiness. That's what we all agreed. Allie, listen to me. Right now, the soldiers assigned to watch over us have been called away to the capital. Now is our chance to get you out of here.
Then why don't you come with me?
If Alphonse and I were to run away now, they'd only force others to take our place. We can't let that happen. This is our way of upholding the ideals Father instilled in us. Our lives are a small price to pay for Werlyt's freedom.
No, how can you expect me to leave me behind? How can you expect me to leave you behind? I won't do it.
We will forever be at your side, Allie. Rex, take her to the holding cells.
No! Let me go!
So, win or lose, the plan is to hand over the castrum to Father. Is that right? Yes. They'll take Allie into their custody before the Garleans return, while you will be free to pilot the Emerald weapon without her interfering. We can't let her hinder the completion of the weapon project. I'm counting on you, Alphonse. Don't let our sacrifices be in vain. Rex, have you forgotten what I told you? You mustn't use Oversoul. I can't lose you too. We both know I can't win without it. Besides, we need the combat data of the Emerald weapon fighting at its peak if we're to have any chance of perfecting the synthetic Aurosite system. You know I'm not the sort to do things by halves. Forgive me, Rex. Don't you worry about me. If this is where I meet my end, I'll do it with a smile on my face. The rest is up to you, Alphonse.
Wheels within wheels.
And we need to go check the holding cells.
It looks like we don't have to. This is the girl you spoke of, yes? She was locked in a cell, but I saw no harm in letting her out. I can't say for certain, but it seems she's been through quite an ordeal. No! Why, Rex? Why?
Gaius, once we've extracted the core, we'll take it back to Turncliffe for analysis. Perhaps she should come with us. There's no use in her staying here.
Wee. Hello, Octi. Yeah, this was not going to be a pleasant chain, but it keeps getting worse and worse. Gaius?
And we know what's coming up next patch. Major patch.
Hmm?
Now, there's one left.
Yep.
And from the color of the hair, we know what it'll be.
Yeah.
Severa is taking care of Allie, but it may be some time until her nerves have settled. If the vision you witnessed is indeed true, Alphonse and Rex locked her away for her own safety. When she is ready, I would know more of what her brother hopes to achieve and why he must resort to such desperate measures.
Allie's condition has improved somewhat, but she remains in a state of shock. We must give her more time to recover. There is one other thing I thought you should know. When we checked for her injuries, we saw that her back had been covered in welts and bruises.
Who did this to her?
It seems she was subject to a beating on a regular basis, judged by the varied stages of bruising. I dare say this was the work of her Garlean masters.
You speak as though you've seen this before.
Seen? I've lived through it myself. I was born in Werlyt. 23 summers past. My mother was a local woman, but my father was a purebred Garlean and a member of the occupying forces. I thought though I knew little about him, his rank offered me imperial citizenship. His acknowledgement of our familial ties was the extent of the responsibility he took for my bringing me into the world. Still, it was more than can be said for most of his ilk. My mother and I were shunned by the people of Werlyt, who treated us as badly as the Garleans did, if not worse. I thought that if I were to become an imperial soldier, my position might somehow deter those who would cast scorn on my mother, if only out of fear, and so I joined the army. The acceptance I earned was but temporary, however. My superiors were quick to blame any perceived shortcomings on my savage lineage. Rather than waste time on official court-martials, they administered their own form of corporal punishment. I was eventually assigned to the 12th Legion and fought under Zinosier Galvez in Alamiga. In the chaos that followed in our defeat, I seized the opportunity to flee to Werlyt. While it was never much of a home, it was all I had, but nothing could prepare me for what awaited. My mother had for many years suffered the poor health and relied on medicine to keep her alive. In my absence, the Garleans had denied her treatment, claiming it would be a waste on savages. By the time I could return to her side, there was naught I could do. There was nothing left for me in Werlyt. I would be punished for desertion if my Imperials discovered the reason for my return, and I was never accepted by my so-called countrymen to begin with. So I ran as far as my legs could carry me, and then I met Gaius.
So that is the truth of it. Other than a few scant details, I knew naught of your past. It sickens me to think that I once fought under the same banner as such vile creatures. I had always believed it to be the duty of the strong to lead the weak. Yet there are those who become drunk on the power afforded by their station and prey on the ones they should protect. Like a canker, this corruption is spread to every part of the Empire.
Even with Garlean blood, such as myself, are subjected to their cruelty. They hold particular contempt for the Al-Ra, an easy target for abuse being so few in number. Perhaps, like me, Ali thought she would be spared such treatment once she had joined the army. Alas. I only hope that with time, Ali can put the past behind her and make a new life for herself. But for now, all we can do is wait for her delirium to subside. It is Valdian's turn to keep watch. Let's ask him if there's been any change. Severa? Though you have overcome the emerald weapon, it is a hardly cause for celebration. Another young life cut short. Gaius?
Rex's death is on my hands, not yours. Would that this confrontation had been averted, but alas, it was not to be.
Valdulan?
I suppose you're here to ask about Allie. Is she well enough to speak with us? As her condition has improved somewhat, I would say so, provided you do not cause her any undue distress. Wait here. No interior set for you. Allie, I am sorry. What happened to Rex? It was my fault. Melisandre and Recon, too. They died because of me and my foolish ambitions.
Father, no.
This cannot go on. Please, Allie. You must tell me all you know.
Of course.
First, I need to know what became of you and your siblings after we were parted.
So much has happened. It seemed like a lifetime ago. After your disappearance, we were all assigned to a newly formed 7th Legion. At first, each legatus was quickly replaced by the next, but eventually a man named Valen Valvaro was given command. He was sent from the capital, but before that, he was a specialist in experimental magitech weaponry. We later discovered that he was ordered by Emperor Werlyt to complete a project involving anti-primal war machina, the weapons. But after the Emperor's death, he was free to employ whatever methods he saw fit. His greed for power only grew. Some even say he's planning to use the power of the weapons to lay claim to the throne. But I think there's another reason for his obsession with the weapon project. Not that he'll ever tell anyone, but he's always muttering to himself, and I've been able to put the pieces together. He's jealous of you, Father.
Valens von Vero. I must admit, it was only recently that I first heard that name.
Valens used his knowledge of magitech to devise various military stratagems. He was given a position in the army and quickly rose to the rank. That was until one man stood in his way. You, Father. He was one of the cadets to lead the new 14th Legion, but that role fell to you. After that, he was assigned to several under a far more gifted engineer, Nero, who was in charge of restoring the Ultima weapon. Oh dear.
Oh yeah. Kind of inevitable given that story.
Valens has resented you ever since, going so far as to oppose the ideas you upheld, where you treated those who served the Empire's basis on merit rather than on race or origin. Valens is adamant that pure-blooded Garleans are superior to all others. It never ceases to amaze me how far some will go in the name of revenge. All that hatred festering away, nothing good ever comes of it.
So the marks on your body are his handiwork.
Yes. To Valens and his men, we were not only the fodder for his experiments, playthings on which they can be vented their frustration. Every day is filled with nothing but pain.
If I had remained in Garlemald, you would never have been forced to endure this abuse.
It's not your fault, Father. We couldn't have fled from Valens even if we wanted to. After all, we're expendable and easily replaced. The truth is, that's exactly why we couldn't run. In saving ourselves, we would be condemning others. But if we were to stay, to see the weapon project to its completion, we would gain the power to defeat Valens and then the Empire itself, freeing the world from its tyranny. That way we might start afresh, find a place we can call home, and not just for us, but anyone who wishes to live in peace.
You would give your lives for a future you may not live to see.
We took courage from your teachings, Father. The strong must lead the weak, and we would gain the strength by whatever means is necessary. We will fight for the sake for those who cannot. But we knew we'd never consent to participation in the weapon project, which is why we couldn't turn to you for help. As the pilots, we're the only ones who are able to stop Valens. We know just how powerful his weapons are, and he would use them to bring the world to its knees. And his masterpiece is the worst of them all. If only I could get my hands on it, then I could save Alphonse and all of Werlyt. Father, I know you and Alphonse stand on opposite sides of this conflict, but there must be some way you can help him. He may have called you our enemy before, but he's never meant it. He still loves you, Father, and you are everything he aspires to be.
I have failed him, failed you all. But I refuse to abandon him to his fate. I will free him from Valens if it is the last thing I do.
Thank you. He needs you, now more than ever.
Listen, Allie. I once sought the strength to rebuild the world as I saw fit. But the Ultima weapon was born not to create, but to destroy. Alphonse must not follow in my footsteps. I know all too well where they lead. I will do all I can to help your brother. Pray, tell me where he is.
I'm sorry. I don't know where he could be.
In that case, I shall have the Alliance dispatch scouts. Wherever he is, we will find him. As for you, Allie, you must stay here and rest.
Wait, you're the one who fought Rex, Rikon, and Melisandre, aren't you? We're the ones who threatened your homeland. You did only what you had to do. I have no right to ask you this, but... lend my father your strength. Save Alphonse. I know now why they call you hero. Alphonse, I do what I must for you, even if it means going against Father's wishes. But I have a good feeling about his new friend.
Severa, See that she has everything she needs. Our allies must be informed of these troubling events. May I ask you to relay this news to the troops in Garabania?
Stoic nods all around.
Your loving father act may fool the others, Gaius, but not me. For every life you've saved, you've ended 1,000 more. Or is this your idea of redemption? Call it what you will. For all my transgressions, I believe I still have a part to play. Was I wrong to spare you that day? Or will you honor your word? It seems the time has come for the Black Wolf to show his true colors.
Checking in with Gaius real quick.
The majority of the 7th Legion are sure to be stationed in the city of Werlyt, the heart of this occupied territory. Whether Alphonse is there with them remains to be seen. According to Ali, another weapon lies in wait, but where we do not know. It stands to reason, however, that if we were to find it, Alphonse would surely not be far away.
Valdulin?
While I am painfully aware of the cruelty the Empire shows its enemies, even I am appalled to hear how it treats its own. War machina that feed on the very lives of their pilots. I can scarcely imagine anything more heinous.
Yeah.
And, back over... The other building is Severa.
Ah, there she is. Good call. Leave Allie to me. Having cared for my mother for so long before being transferred away, I'd like to think I've developed a suitable bedside manner. You go, girl. And back out to the Resistance.
Yeah.
Actually, before doing that...
Too late. A, too late, and B, it's late.
Okay, I'll go inspect the G-Warrior later. Sniff.
Yes.
Gotcha, Cold. We'll probably just turn this in and then leave it here for the night.
Well, actually, we might want to...
Just break here?
Yeah, because it might trap us for a half an hour.
Yeah, and you still got work in the morning.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Wow.
But we got a heck of a lot done tonight.
Including much screaming.
Yes, much screaming, much dying. Much rezzing and then dying again.
Yes.
And rezzing and dying instantly again. Okay. Thank you all very much for joining us for this kind of slightly off-schedule stream. We'll continue the rest of the story tomorrow night, starting at 10, which is a half hour later than when we usually start, just to give you guys forewarning. And we'll take things from there. Thank you so much for coming. You all have a great evening.
Yes, everyone have a great night.